Right, you guys, make sure you like this video and subscribe to Mike's, okay? Make sure. If you don't subscribe to Mike, you're gonna have a fat forehead and a big hairline.
Boom, I'm with the guy Max inside. Subscribe to him, make sure you do still. Best content coming out. You know how it is.
Hello and welcome back to another video, people. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Make sure you're smashing the likes and subscribing if you are new. And yeah, obviously yesterday I was just talking about midfielders. I was talking about, are West Ham ready? And I was going to do a video today talking about if West Ham can get the balance of their team right, etc. But I might have to wait for another day. The more transfer news that actually might come out, I didn't think I'd have a video for today, even though I always try my best to have a video every single day. However, Mateus Fernandes, this is someone that obviously there's been a mini saga with this. And what I mean is, like, we haven't actually put a bid in yet, but apparently we're meant to be putting in a bid today. According to ex-West Ham employees, this all been briefed out on Twitter and stuff, and Jacob Steinberg has basically put it out, and then X put the thumbs up emoji, so it must be true. So yeah, I think for me, obviously, I was very gutted when I heard that this deal might not get done like a few weeks ago, just because Mateus Fernandes would rather move to a team abroad, and that might still be the case, to be fair. But I think when a player wants their preference and then they realize, okay, maybe my options aren't as like wide as people think, it comes to a point where you gotta choose West Ham United, man. You gotta choose West Ham United, because we're always sniffing around just waiting to see like if the fifth choice is still there. You know what I mean? Like, there's always teams that you can choose over West Ham. Of course there is, but those teams don't usually get the players. Like Tadibo, like Juventus didn't pay the money, so West Ham hijacked the deal. And Tadibo was like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'll move to West Ham. I'll move to West Ham. If we could get Tadibo, we could get Mateus Fernandes. We could get Mateus Fernandes. It's as simple as that, really." For me, when it comes to this deal, I'm hoping that we're signing this guy to literally start him over James Ward-Prowse. I think he would transform a midfield in terms of the technical ability and the creativity and actually passing the ball forward, which would be nice. Freddie Potts, Paquetá, and Fernandes, that's a great midfield. That's a great midfield. I'd be more than happy with that. I'm very surprised about signing a midfielder, because we have a lot of midfielders, and I thought West Ham would use the excuse of trying to sell the shit ones to actually get a good one. But nobody wants Rodriguez or Alvarez. Nobody wants James Ward-Prowse. Even Andy Irving, like, apparently Celtic are meant to be interested, but Celtic have been interested for about a year and a half, from what I remember. They've always been linked. I don't know what the bid is going to consist of. Apparently around 30 million will get it done, but that's according to Steinberg, so take that with a pinch of salt. It's what Jacob Steinberg does. He'll occasionally get something right because of something ex-West Ham employee has said, so he can act like he's taking the credit or whatever, even though he's just confirming about what another person has said who's actually reliable. But then he'll put his own briefing and opinion out on there about something that's not true. So the same guy who said that the Luis Guilherme deal was, not going to happen because Sullivan pulled the plug, even though Sullivan wasn't actually controlling the transfers last year. Same with Graham Bailey. Same with, I forgot who my man is, Jack Rosser. Them three all said the deal was off, and we ended up signing Guilherme. This was the same people that said that Sancho and Kudus would have been a swap deal with Man United and West Ham. But anyway, back to Fernandes. I think there'll be a significant upgrade on what we have in terms of even the physicality aspect as well, because Fernandes is good at like high pressing. He's very good at like closing people down with energy, winning the ball high up pitch, and then hitting people with the turnovers. He's got a great final ball. He was actually one of the few like shining lights of Southampton last season. They actually do have some decent midfielders, to be fair to them. But I think for me, this signing has to come in and just start straight away. We have to just give him a chance. We can't have a midfield that consists of James Ward-Prowse throughout the whole season. Cool, like the odd game, you could come on, you could do an alright job or whatever. But ultimately, we even saw this last season. Potter was taking this guy off a lot, and sometimes he was even on the bench for a reason. I'm not even sure Potter completely believes in him, but all the options now, if you're starting him still, like, come on, man. I think Andy Irving gives more than Ward-Prowse. I'm still frustrated. Even if we don't sign a midfielder now, I still don't think we should start Ward-Prowse, to be completely honest with you. But it looks like the 5-3-2 is going to be the factor going into the season. And to have that three midfield would make it a bit better, because obviously our wing-backs are full-backs right now. Our wing-backs are full-backs. So there's not really enough attacking intent. There's very heavily reliance on Jared Bowen and Nicholas Fulkirk to actually create attacks for themselves, and then Paquetá to maybe provide just in behind. But if you had Paquetá and Fernandes and Freddie Potts just in behind, it makes us so much more comfortable in possession. So much more comfortable. Like we're actually going to retain the ball a bit, pass the ball forward quicker, more incisive, more decisive, etc. Create attacks a lot better. Whether it's on the counter or in possession, but I really want us to improve in possession because this Graham Potter team doesn't really play on a counter like that. If we're being so honest, it doesn't. It doesn't play on a counter. So if we're looking at what the midfielders that usually play in the 8 have and what Mateus Fernandes has, uh, Fernandes possesses more qualities and more highs than lows than the others. So Ward-Prowse, when he first came back into the West Ham team under Potter when he got recalled from Nottingham Forest. He had like a 1 or 2 game good start where he was passing in between the lines and whatever, and he looked more comfortable in possession than other players. But that didn't last long. That didn't last long because we saw the fact that he was completely immobile, no physicality, no incisiveness in his tackling, just running around like a headless chicken half the time. It's like you can't be a player that's meant to be a bundle for the energy and actually have none at the same time. Like for me, when it comes to James Ward-Prowse, it's almost like having a midfield social experiment. Like if you're looking at the number 8s we have, even with Thomas Suchek, for example, cool, he gives you a lot of goals. Not even a lot of goals, a goal like every 10 games or whatever. But Mateus Fernandes would actually contribute more to the general side of midfield, just like in every phase of play. Something that none of our midfielders can really do like that. Like Andy Irving, he's technically sound. He's got a good strike on him, but he's not the answer. But out of all the players I would probably start him over most of the number 8s we actually have, to be completely honest with you. So if you're looking at the comparison of the other number 8s that are actually at West Ham United, this is an upgrade. But it's not just an upgrade for the sake of it being an upgrade. It's an upgrade and he's a good player. Because a lot of people are upgrades to West Ham. I'm an upgrade to this midfield. And I'm 22. I've got a sinuses issue. I'm short. I've got a fucked up knee right now from a festival. I've got 2 dodgy ankles, and I'm still better than most of these men in midfield. So it's not saying much, is it, when it's an upgrade? But at the same time, Mateus Fernandes, for me, is the answer. Like, I would have loved El Kudus as well. A lot of people were telling me, well, one person told me that El Kudus also starts at the 8 for Morocco as well. So fair enough. I would have liked El Kudus, but apparently he's not really a target for us, which is a shame. But at the same time, if Fernandes is there, go and get him. Obviously, we're not going to sign Jacob Ramsey because why would Jacob Ramsey come to West Ham United? If he's going to leave Villa, it's going to be for a bigger club than Villa. Simple as that. He's not going to want to join West Ham United. But anyway, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new. Social media's in the description if you want to follow me, the email for the inquiries. We're live at 10 p.m. with Alfie. Take care, peace.